Hey, what's up, Electric Man? My name is Steven. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you three things that you can do today to start bringing in more high quality jobs to your business. So, by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know how to get you more high quality jobs, then shoot me back a message and we can chat. Or you can just take this information and implement it yourself, and that is fine as well. So, I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. Hold on, why is that? Let me hide that. Okay, so the three things I'm going to be going over today are content, citations, and backlinks. So content is everything on your page here. Most business owners, they understand the importance of content, but they don't really understand how much content or what type of content Google is actually looking for. So the first thing I did is I grabbed all the words on your front page here and I threw them into this word counter here. So currently you have 840 words on your front page. Now, why is this even important? Now, Google, they usually like to see about 1,500 words of content on a home page for industries like like for electricians in their websites. So I went ahead. Well, this actually gives you plenty of room to put in what we call and fit in these buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. Basically, this is what people are searching for when they're looking for your services with an intent to buy. Now, there's a couple of competing companies and websites that are buying for Google's top spot. Right now, it's Michael and Son and it's their Wilmington electrical page. And so I threw them into this tool here called Ahrefs. It's a tool I subscribe to, and it gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses to rank websites. So in the past 30 days, this Wilmington electrical page was found for 38 keywords and it was clicked on 475 times. So let's go. I put your website in the same tool, and in the past 30 days, your website was found for two keywords, but it was not clicked on at all. So you got no traffic through your website and through Google anyway in the past month. So what we can actually do is we'll go back to Michael and Son's Wilmington Electrical page. And we'll click and look at their keywords and see what they're being found for. So what we're looking for are these keywords with locations on them. These are really targeted buyer intent keywords. And this is what you want on your site. There's a bunch of these too. I tallied all these up, and there was almost 3,000 searches for your services in Wilmington in the past month. So we definitely want to get you in on the action there. So let's first go see what the two keywords you were found at for. So the Electric Man, and that's good, but that's branded, right? So that's for people who already know who you are. Now, professional electricians, Wilmington NC, that's good as well. And we want more of those, but you weren't clicked for that. Looks like you're on the bottom of the third page for that, which is why you weren't clicked, right? So we want to get you up in those rankings. And this video is going to show you how to do that as well. But first off, what you'd want to do is we want to go back and look at all these buyer intent location based keywords, and you'd want to put them on your website. And not only once, but you'd want to go to these sites like Michael and Son and Mr. Sparky and see how many times they have each of these on their site. And they probably have most of them on once. So in that case, you'd want to put them on your site twice. But the ones that they have on twice, you'd want to put on three times. So if you did that, if you upped your count to 1,500 words and you put those keywords on like that, you would actually end up dominating the content department. Okay. So next, I want to go over citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like electrician Wilmington NC or electrician near me, studies have shown by Google that right around 45% of people searching for these terms are going to be clicking on one of the business here in this in this section here. This section is called the map pack, and it has to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the impression that it's reviews that get you ranked here. And while that plays a little part, it's mostly because of citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Directory examples, a few of them are like Yelp, Angie, White Pages, Yellow Pages, and I'm sure you already have some. But we've seen that it's usually the businesses that have between 300 and 400 citations that usually end up dominating this pack here. The good news is there's tools available that will show us what citations these businesses have. So we can literally find out what Mr. Sparky has and say, for example, they have 250 citations. You'd want to go down the list and match all those, the ones that you don't have already. And then when you're done, I'd say get at least 100 more. If you were to do that, you would dominate the section. You would get in on that 45% of people clicking these businesses here. So now underneath the map pack, this is what we call Google's organic search results listing. And the main driver here are backlinks, right? And by the way, this number one spot here gets about 40% of clicks, whereas this divides up 45. This is 40 all by itself, which makes it the most click spot on the page. So like I said, the main driver here are backlinks. And what are backlinks? It's other websites on the internet that link back to your website. They have links on their site that link back to your website, and the more relevant that site is that's linking back to you, the better. And it kind of works like online referrals. So, for example, let's say you have a local blog page or maybe a popular industry site that's linking back to you. That's what's actually going to help push you up in the rankings. But since you are an electrical company, say you have like Pizza Hut linking back to you, well, that's a popular website and it gets a lot of views. It's not going to do you any good because you don't sell pizza, and so they're not going to rank you for electrical services in related searches if a pizza site is linking back to you, no matter how popular they are, if that makes sense. So now let's go to SparkyWilmington.com and see what's actually pushing them up in the rankings. So this is their backlink profile here, and we can see that SparkyWilmington.com currently has 382 backlinks. So let's see what you guys have. You guys have 24. So it's not as bad as it looks, right? And it's not so much about numbers, it's more about relevance, right? So we know that it's their backlinks that's pushing them up, but it's not exactly the 382. It's more about this number right here. So they're getting 382 backlinks from 46 websites, okay? And we call them referring domains. So this is what we got to pay attention at. So you got 21 referring domains. So not so bad, right? So, but what we want to do is we know that it's these referring domains, the power from these domains, that's actually pushing them up in the rankings. So we can actually click on that number and look at all the websites they're getting links from. What you want to do is go down here, and you might have some of these already. The ones you have, don't worry about, but just like the citations, you want to grab backlinks from all these sites that they do. If you go down the entire list and do the same thing, but not just with this site or Michael and Sons, but like the top 3 to 5 sites on Google, you would actually eventually, because it would take some time, but you would take over that number one spot there, and you would get all that traffic that they're currently getting. Like Sparky Wilmington, what did they get? They got 465 clicks last month, and you could be in on that as well. So I just want to go ahead and recap what we went over today. So the first thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. The second thing is going to be citations. You want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to really dominate this map pack here. And then lastly, backlinks. You need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that it's you guys that are the authority when it comes to electrical companies in the Wilmington area. Now, if you were to do that, implement this stuff, you would become number one. Like I said, it would take some time, but you would get up there. Now, you can take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself, and that's fine. Or you can save some time and book a discovery call with me. Again, my name's Stephen Hogue. I live right here in North Carolina, just outside of Fayetteville. You can just respond to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. Now, I hope this video was educational and it showed you some practical tips that you can actually start implementing yourself to start ranking above your competition. The only thing I ask is that you just give me a little bit of feedback on this video and let me know how I did. But other than that, Frank, I really appreciate your time and have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye bye.